Sing your way home at the close of the day. Sing your way home, drive the shadows away. The late Mrs. Sequeira was the first person who gave me that blessing.
Okay.
She called my parents, my dad especially, and said, "This girl is going to the world with that voice." I was still in my teens, and I got this offer to contest in Germany, given a lot of love by the German people. I was on the front page of every newspaper in the whole world. I sing the song. Javed Akhtar ji, who wrote it, said, "बहुत अच्छा गाया आपने." Rajiv Menon said, "Whoa, Hema, you did a good job." I was so happy, but I was waiting for that compliment from Rahman ji himself. And I said, "Sir, how did I sing?" And he said 3 words that summed up my entire life: God is great. I got really, really saddened that I was told, "बड़े बड़ों ने किया है, आप आसमान से उतरी हो क्या?" It was never me. It has been, it is, and will always be my God. Like I said, after my parents passed away, my husband passed away in 2020, and I don't have anything to prove to anybody. So I am completed, and if God calls me into His arms, I will go happily dancing.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to this podcast, once again on Once Upon a Time. Today's podcast holds a very special place for me personally, and the narrative is it dates back to the late 1970s, early 1980s, when the smaller version of me in a music class would sit and adore a senior batchmate singing. And she took my heart away at that very instant when I found her so flawlessly singing with this melodious voice. She looked very beautiful. She was intelligent. She had this very no-nonsense look. And she would be sitting slim, tall with her 2 plaits. A beautiful sight for me every time I entered the class. And at the side would be her mother sitting and doting over her daughter. That scene has etched in my memory for years. And I always wanted to speak to her, but I never dared to speak to her. I don't know the reason till today. And that me hasn't changed. Even today when I had to talk to her or text her or ask her whether she would be ready for a podcast, the same childlike fear overcame me. But then I said, no, now I'm much older. Let me do the brave talk. And I asked her, could you please come for a podcast if you don't mind? And she gave me a very kind reply, of course. Now, she doesn't remember the smaller Anita, but I have to remind her that there was an admirer back then in 70s, late 70s, watching her, adoring her. And even before the world made her the queen of melody, there was one small girl who was watching her in awe and in inspiration. So to tell you more about her, I have to read a lot about what I have, information about her. Now, you might say it's a waste of time, but I say let's respect every artist of our land. For whatever they have contributed to our culture, it's immense. So 1 or 2 minutes won't waste your time. So dear friends, back to reading. Our guest for today is an international celebrity born of Goan soil. She has made a mark all by herself without compromising on her principles, her values, self-respect and integrity. She has, to her credit, more than 100 songs, and I refer to Bollywood songs. She's been the only Indian singer whose single has been invested in and released worldwide by none other than the music mogul Tony Mercedes and Jared Lee Gosselin, both Grammy Award winners. She is the only Indian singer to have won the Grand Prix and the Audience Darling Award in Germany, competing with 21 countries. She is remembered for her recording for The Power of Love in a studio with Grammy Award winners, the very same studio where Michael Jackson also did. From Avara Bhavre to the streets of Goa protesting for the voiceless, she remains a person to reckon with. Whether it's the Madai River issue, or the mining, or construction, or the language issue, or the mute stray dogs, she's been always there for us. Recently, it's only, I think, 3.5 months into 2026, but she's already gone places, sweeping the feet of the audiences. Recently, she was at Prayagraj with her magnetic voice. She'd been to Bhagalpur, she has been to Shimla, and of course, a few places in Goa as well, Margaon, Taligaon, making her mark and reminding Goans around that your artist is still here. So, therefore, she becomes an icon to depend on, to rely on. Puja Gurudev Sri Sri Ravi Shankar has bestowed upon her the titles Melody Queen and Soulful, and rightly so. She has given us many blockbuster hits, Bollywood hits. And more than reading out the names to you, I think I will just hum a few. So, right from, and I'm sure you will get the clue from the songs that I'm going to tell you about. Who our guests, celebrity guest is today. बादल पे पाँव है अपुन बोला तू मेरी लैला जानम समझा करो इश्क चांदी है सन सनननन सन सनननन. Presenting before you the woman who is global, who is Indian, who is Bollywood, who is Goan 100%, presenting our Goan gem, Hema Sardesai. She has several accolades up her sleeve. Among them, the industry's #1 for Unmatched Performance Award, the Champion of Change Award, the PhD Excellence Award, the Icon of the Year Award, Meri Delhi Ratna Award, the Big Impact Award. Plus in Goa, what she's been getting is the Pride of Goa Award, the Global Saraswat Ratna Award, the Jewel of Goa Award, Tejaswini Award, and many more. So welcome, Hemaji, to this podcast. It's such a pleasure to have you here with us. And, you've been so kind to accept this invite. Thank you for that.
Pleasure's all mine, sweetheart. Go ahead.
So let's go down memory lane.
Yeah.
I'll take you down memory lane. And
you said such cute things about, just to remind you when you said, you were this little girl. I think if my mama was coming with me, I must have been the little girl too.
Yes, you were. Yeah. But you were the sterner type.
I remember I learned my classical music at the age of 13. Okay. Only for a few years, I think 5 years I was learning.
Okay.
Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, so when you go down memory lane, my first question to you would be the formative years of our life, and that is being in school. So, what memories do you have of your school life, your teachers, your friends?
Oh, that's so cute. Wow, I think you're the first person ever to ask me this. That's amazing. I'm so touched. So, I was known as the naughtiest child in my school.
Okay.
It was a co-ed school, Sharda Mandir.
Sharda Mandir.
And despite all the boys being there, this girl was the naughtiest girl.
Okay.
Now the word naughty is used in very stupid ways.
Yes.
But that time naughty
It
meant
was a
really
very
nutcut or
childlike mischief.
Yeah, mischief.
Mischief.
So, but it was innocent mischief, of course. Um, I have a very beautiful thing that I can say very happily, that I had hardly many girls in my class, although there was many girls in the school, there were many girls. But in my class today, my colleagues from my class, my co-students, the girls say, "You were our best friend."
Okay.
If all of them say that, then I must have really been a good soul then. So I guess I was just there for them, and that's the way I'm made.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
So
your teachers?
my teachers, my teacher from my third standard,
Okay.
she called me recently.
Oh, lovely.
Her health is not so good right now, and I pray to God that she heals. And Maria, her name is Ms. Maria, and we used to always say Miss. We used
Yeah,
to not
yeah.
say teacher. We
True,
used to say
true,
Miss.
true.
So she says that there was an issue in my third standard where some problem happened with the headmistress saying something and she saying something, and she was a little lost, the teacher. And when the headmistress came in, this boy from my class stood up and he said, "No, it's going to be the way the headmistress said it. You're saying it differently to this teacher." And I stood up and said, "I'll go by the way the teacher said it, because she said it first."
Okay.
And she says, "You stood by me," and the headmistress was very impressed. So I guess standing up for the right thing has been just in my blood always.
Yes. It's
Always fought for my friends if somebody teased them, fought for my sister, my elder sister, who was in the same school. If somebody teased her, nobody ever could dare tease me or tease anybody else. I was called the tomboy. Literally, when I was in my first standard in school, my parents say that the headmistress's husband, who was the organizer in the school, he would call and say that she's the devil of our school. God, and she's not afraid of anything. I'm still not afraid of anything.
that has come in handy today, I
Yes,
think. Kid.
absolutely.
So when did you start your training in music? Because was it like a forced, music class, or was it on by yourself?
No, we don't have singers in my family as such, that they must have been great singers, but nobody really came up as a profession.
Okay.
But we have a very deep link with late Pandit Dinanath Mangeshkar ji.
Okay.
Because my freedom fighter, late grandfather, he has a book on his name, on him. He has a book in Goa on him. He was a freedom fighter in Goa, and the book is called Pachibab, which is his pet name, which everybody addressed him as. He is Sri Venkatesh Surya Rao Sardesai.
All right.
He was the advocate of the governor from Portugal that time, and that governor was very influenced by him.
Okay.
He was one of the people, the governor, thanks to my grandfather's influence, who was standing by Goans when the invasion happened from India, and then Portugal had to go back. He was standing by India and Goans. Amazingly.
So now we know where you get this.
Yes, the same genes.
Genes,
I'm a
yeah.
complete freedom fighter, I think. And right now in Goa, I don't know what's going on. I keep telling my people, should we do a freedom fight? I mean, have we come to that level? So, I don't know. So that was the scene. And school, I was discovered as a singer in school. I was in my second standard when I sang. I'm going to sing it to you.
Yeah, sure.
Sing your way home at the close of the day. Sing your way home, drive the shadows away. Smile every mile, for wherever you go, it will lighten your load. It will brighten your road. road if you sing your way home.
Oh, it just gets you teary-eyed,
Thank
remembering all
you.
the songs of
Oh,
our, childhood. It was
right.
so good.
So called my parents, my dad especially, and said, "This girl is going to the world with that voice." So late Mrs. Sequeira, was the first person who gave me that blessing.
Okay.
And God bless her sweet soul and very talented soul. Then, of course, my uncle, when I was 7 years old, I think. First, it was her when I was in the second standard, maybe I was 5 or 6. And my uncle, he said, he heard me singing Tere Karan Mere Karan, that song, and he said, "Oh my God, she's so different. She's going to do something. We don't have singers in our family, but this girl is going." Now, wait, now what happened was because Pandit Dinanath Mangeshkar ji, he was very close to my grandfather. In fact, the whole family knows my grandfather is doctor because advocates are called doctor. So even their late mother, Mai, she also told them that the only person who helped us in Goa when we were in trouble was, Venkatesh Surya Rao Sardesai, doctor. Okay. And they've stayed at our house here. Pandit Dinanath ji and his wife, and I think two of the kids have stayed here in my Panjim house, grandfather's house. So that was something. Whenever I sang, he would come and sit, my grandfather, and say, "In our house there is no singer in our gharana, but I think this is Dina." He used to call him Dina. So let me say it the way my grandfather would say, but he would say, "Dina's Ashirwad." It's
Okay.
Dina's Ashirwad, he would say. That's why this girl has become a singer.
Singer.
So I guess karma and all these
Yeah.
beautiful things do work in good ways also.
So from there, you enrolled yourself for training at.
No, my parents enrolled me, of course. I had sung for this Navratri that used to happen outside our house here, the
Yeah,
Gujarati
okay. Oh,
Samaj of
yeah, yeah,
Goa.
yeah.
So I sang My Heart is Beating,
Okay.
and everybody loved it. And then everybody was like, "Train her." Then I sang for All India Ophthalmology Conference
Okay.
because my dad was an eye specialist, and he's also been a police surgeon in Goa. So Dr. Kashinath Sardesai and my beautiful mother Kumadini Sardesai. So through them, through them a decision was made that I should be singing classical also as a training thing because everybody has approved of me as a singer. So then I went into classical training.
Classical training.
Yeah. But of course, before the classical training, I won at the age of 11 the All Goa Singing Contest, competing with 69 participants, and I was the youngest singer.
So good.
Yeah. And my song was again My Heart is Beating then. So that endorsed it, that she has
Okay.
to be trained now.
Trained. Okay.
Yeah.
What do you feel about, pursuit of extracurricular activities by students in school? Does it help or does it while away their time?
No, there's so much of talent. Everybody should, all parents, my parents were the pillars of strength in my career. My sister, Sunila, she was one of the persons who really, really, stood by when my parents wanted to push me. And she was also there pushing me. So definitely, I think every parent should look into what the child wants to do, where is the talent coming from, going to, will go to, and encourage that. Encourage that. See, finally, if you do what you want in life, then you're happy.
You're happy.
Don't,
Correct.
I would say to all parents a request that don't push your children to do something they would not want to do.
True.
Because many parents have unfulfilled dreams, and so they push their dreams onto their children, which is actually not a done thing.
So when was this transition from being a singer here and then going into Bollywood? When did this happen?
Well, that was the toughest thing that ever happened in life for me. When you stand by principles, values, virtues, integrity, it's very tough to make it in the fame money and power scene. So I was still in my teens, and I got this offer to go ahead to contest in Germany, competing with 21 countries representing Goa. And when I went there to sing, my father was along with me because I was really young. And amazingly, I was the youngest singer there as well. But there's a story to that. And the story is something I came to know years later, which, if you'll remind me, I'll tell you.
Okay.
So, coming back to me winning the Grand Prix. So, I went there with my dad. We were there for almost 15 days. I had to learn a German song also. I sang a German song, I sang the English song, which was beautifully composed by the person who pushed me to go there, Sri Remo Fernandez. Okay. So God bless him, and may he be always healthy and successful and wealthy, of course, and happy. So I was super grateful at that time, and he was so angelic. And he was when I won the Grand Prix there, I also won the Audience Darling Prize. And there was no Indians in the audience. It was all in Germany and with people from Europe, etc. And I was given a lot of love by the German people, just queuing up to sign autographs. There was no selfies then.
Okay.
I remember that even when I went on the airport, I was on the front page of every newspaper in the whole world because of PTI.
How
The
old were you then?
information. I was in my teens, and I was so. I think I had touched 20, maybe,
Okay.
but it was such a beautiful feeling when you go on the airport, and when the when you go on the when you go on the airport, and the custom officer was supposed to ask you for your passport and is asking for an autograph,
Oh,
a
what
German,
a feeling. Yeah.
yes. So that much of love I received, and Bollywood got to know about me because of the Grand Prix. And it seemed so easy. Now I'm going to go to Bollywood, and I'm going to, it's going to be so easy. But it wasn't going to be easy.
So the story now.
Yeah, it was going to be very tough. When I went to meet, maybe, I won't name them right now, but when I went to meet some music directors, thanks to good contacts that we had, I got it because I did sing a song while I was in Goa for my first song in Bollywood. Sama ye suhana.
Love
So
that
that
song.
was for Biddu, for the film. What was that film?
Something, yeah, I forget that. My
Goonj,
favorite song,
Goonj.
Goonj,
Yeah,
yes.
Goonj film for Juhi
Juhi
Chawla.
Chawla.
I've got many Goans who love me for that. And this song came to me because of a very, very beautiful friend in Goa, a very great hearted friend called Joy Augustine. And so he was the producer of the film.
All right.
And so I sang thanks to him. But I had already won the Grand Prix there. That's why it looked like, oh my God, it's going to be so easy. And I was asked to come to London to record songs. And my mother was so scared. She said, I'm not sending my daughter anywhere because they are looking at girls as sex objects. So I'm not going to send my daughter anywhere. So my sister, my dad was a little worried about my career then. The the Bonnie M's had come to Goa to perform,
Yes.
and they were at a resort in
Okay.
Beach Resort. And I just happened to, there was my friend Syndicate playing there. Syndicate Group, one of the best bands of Goa, was playing there. And they asked me to sing a song. And when I sang, two people from Bonnie M, Bobby McFerrell and Maisie Williams, both were interested to take me to London. uh, with my voice. They had just loved my voice. And somehow some things happened which didn't land me going there. But even this thing happened when come to London to sing, and my mom was like, "No, I'm not giving my daughter to any of this kind of stuff because her izzat, her abru, we say in Kokani, is very very important." So my mom just kept me back. But then later on, another year or so, and it was like, I need to go to Mumbai if they want me to. My ambition was always very chilled out. I was never an ambitious kind of a girl, but I did want to please my parents. I wanted to please my parents big time. And then mom realized, listening to other people talk whenever I sang, that maybe she should go to Mumbai. And somehow Mumbai happened for me. I thank my uncle and auntie, Gaja Parikar and Vidya Parikar, for the help they gave. I stayed with them. Then I was all alone for some time. But I kept my parents still today, kept their izzat and their reputation and whatever at the highest level. No compromise whatsoever, ever. So it was walking out of studios, walking. अच्छा Grand Prix win किया है तो she should sing this song in our film, and then they would give me a prasthav that was not something I would accept. So I got really really saddened that I was told बड़े बड़ों ने किया है आप आसमान से उतरी हो क्या. So I would say, लेकिन आवाज़ तो खुदा ने ही दिया है ना, मतलब, so how can I derogate it in any way? It just would not agree to me. So when one day in my life, after continuous years of struggling, thanks to the jingles that I got, I wouldn't take money from my daddy because I didn't want him to be stressed about my career and my life. So God even took care, everything God took care of, everything God took care of. Oh, coming back to God. So who I look up as the picture of God is my Gurudev, Pujya Gurudev Sri Sri Ravi Shankar. Now I come to know you. See, you don't always meet your Guru immediately. You know him from Janams, they say. And after I met him 20 years ago, I learned. I was in Germany. Oh, you should hear this. And I told my father, wherever I go, there's peace and happiness. And if somebody's, broken, I will bring them together. I will fix things. I'm a fixer. And there was two Germanys, East and West Germany. And I said, Hema Sardesai has come here, Daddy. So now both the Germanys are going to come and be one. So this is so important, yeah? I said this at that time in my teen life. And after we came back, and my daddy laughed actually and said, "Wow, you're thinking big," you know. So when we came back after about 2 months, the talks had started for and I said, "See, Daddy, I went there, and the two Germanys are coming together." It was not a vain statement, but it was like a big assumption. But today, 20 years ago, when I met my guru, I got to know that 6 months before I landed in Germany, he first landed in Germany. When your guru has work for you to do for the world, because I'm not just a singer, I'm a social activist, then he will give you those darjas where you require to know, fine, you got this, now what do you need to do?
True.
So it was never me. It has been, it is, and will always be my guru. Yeah, I see Jesus in him. I see Lord Allah in him. And I see Lord Ram in him, Lord Krishna in him, Shiva in him. I see it all. So when tears like this happen, these tears are not of sadness. They are of gratitude. And my Gurudev says, when you cry tears of gratitude, angels fill the room. So I think we are full of angels here right now.
Really? You've got me also,
Yeah.
touched me also.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm actually a fulfilled soul, my girl. And like I said, after my parents passed away, my husband passed away in 2020, I don't have anything to prove to anybody. Don't have anything to please anybody because where my career is concerned. So I lost ambition, which was only there to please them. So I am completed, and if God calls me into His arms, I will go happily dancing. Because definitely I'm going into God's arms. So I've done everything all my life where I said, I'll look you in the eye, God, and then I will touch your feet. But before I touch your
Lovely.
feet, you'll take me in your arms.
Lovely. What a beautiful way of
Yeah.
putting it.
Completed feeling. No, no, very content. Very.
That probably is one of the reasons why, that the vibe of the divine is seen even in your performances. I can see that extra glow on you. And I have a question related to that as well. Is there a secret to your the sparkle in your eye and the glow on your face? What is it?
It is completely Gurudev Sri Sri
Gurudev.
Ravi Shankar. Uh, he brings God everywhere where I go. He's so obviously we haven't seen God, so he becomes the God. So
So, where did you meet Gurudev first? Did you go to his?
no, I wasn't doing the Art of Living course.
Okay.
I I considered myself a very humble person. I'm winning the Grand Prix, 100 songs in Bollywood, doing it the right way, and, cute awards that I had got also, and so much. And I thought, wow, I am so happy a girl. I'm known happy go lucky in school, by the way. I was called the happy go
Okay.
lucky girl. I would go to my teacher in school. I was so bad with maths and science, like terribly bad. I was so good at history and English,
English.
super, like all
Yes.
70s, 80s, 90s, and zeros in maths. But I don't want to do something, I will not do it. You can't force me to do something I don't want to do. That's why I tell parents, look into your children what they really want to do, you know. So I would go and say, Miss, 0 out of 100, happily. And my teacher would say, happy go lucky, Hema, nothing makes her sad, you know. So, like that. And I also did painting arts. I want to pursue it again. Uh, so coming to oops, coming to the whatever you feel that I am on stage. So I think it's completely a surrender. The surrender that it is not me, my Lord. Whether you want to take God, of course, I see, like I told you, I see them all in my Guru. But if you want to take Lord Jesus, Lord Krishna, Lord Ram, Shiva, uh, Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, you want to take Lord Allah, if we say all of them, if you see, you gave me what I have and what I'm singing, the surrender that you will take care of it, you are taking care of it, and I'm just a zaria. I'm just a way,
An
an
instrument.
instrument that I'm just singing. I think maybe God takes over. That's why they say every time there are, I'm sorry I'm showing off right now, but many artists, even in MTV, and when MTV shows happened or B4U shows happened, the the VJs, they have announced that unparalleled charisma on stage. She has stage presence like nobody else. My friends always say, what is that aura? The media has commented a lot about it. Also, the audience has a lot of emotion with me. They are with me emotionally when I'm perform. Uh, just recently, when I performed in Prayagraj, they said we heard Sufi saints in your voice. So I don't know what it is. All I know, goosebumps.
Goosebumps.
There isn't a show, there isn't a song when I sing where they don't say there are goosebumps. So it's nothing to do with me. Nothing. It is somebody who has work from me to be done for the world, which has been happening from day one. And I think that's why I have to be as humble as possible. And the more compliments I receive, that much work I have to do for the world. To giving my life itself, not doing half. I don't do half things. I don't do halfway things. I do completely 100% when I do.
Full
So even now
commitment.
I am in the fight for Konkani to save our mother tongue. I feel every language of India is important. Every state of India is important. I see it like this. You Marathi, Kannada, Punjabi, Bengali, these are all mother's sisters. So Masi, if you say, Maushi, if you say, they are all equally important, but the mother can't be killed. No state's mother tongue can be killed. And Hindi is the grandmother. She overlooks everything. This is my take on our languages. So all language is important. My thing is, there is a huge Maharashtra and a huge Karnataka and a huge Bengal and etc. to look after the particular language there, the mother tongue there. Need be, we Goans also will come to help. But I'm asking everybody in India, as we Goans fight for our mother tongue, you also stand by us. No mother tongue, no language of India should be killed. It's part of our culture, and nobody should kill anybody's culture. It is a crime.
I can see that vociferous vocalization.
Always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you went into fame, when did you realize that there is no turning back and that there is only more and more fulfillment of dreams? So, how was it like when you realized you're a star?
The thing was that after walking out of studios, I was giving up.
Oh,
I was giving up because I was not going to do what the others did, as they told me.
okay.
So I came back once home, and I had a ligament tear in my left leg, in my foot. And there were cruel colleagues who also became famous later, who were cruel then, maybe not mean purposely. It was just, will you ever walk? Because ligament takes a long time to
Long
heal
time, yes.
than the fracture. So they were like, will you ever walk properly? And I want to dance on stage. I'm a singer who dances on stage. So I'm like, I won't be able to dance. God, why you give me this voice at the Grand Prix and everything? Why? Always first prizes in Goa and this and that. Why all this when I won't be able to dance? And I had sung a song when they called me from the secretary then of A.R. Rahmanji, called me from Chennai and said, you're going to sing. I am like, hello, I have a tailor called Rahman. Why, after all the times I've gone to studios and walked out, how is it that Rahmanji is calling me when I didn't even give him my number? How did he get my number? How did this happen, And I've been going to studios to meet people, I mean, music directors, and here the ultimate guy is calling me. So I thought it was a prank.
Okay.
That's where I want to tell everybody, never lose your faith in the divine. It was a lightly done, idiocy by me. But it was true. I was going to be traveling to Chennai. And the next thing with my husband, I'm on the flight. We reach there. I sing the song. Thanks to Rajiv Menonji, who had heard
Which was
me
the
as a jingle
song?
singer, Ranjit Barot, So many of them had
Which
recommended
was
my
the
name.
song, if you can?
And the song was the song that made me
Made
sit
you.
here finally in
Okay.
life. Yeah, more than the Grand Prix. More than the Grand Prix, more than anything, was this song that brought everybody's love, the whole world's love to me, actually. Um, Avara Bhavre.
Abra.
So, and I sang it and everything. Of course, meeting him, one of the most decent, innocently decent human beings ever. And I endorse that even today. I endorse that very firmly even today. That A.R. Rahmanji is one of the most innocently, most fabulously talented and humble human beings ever. Now, I sing the song. Javed Akhtar ji, who wrote it, said, "बहुत अच्छा गाया आपने." Rajiv Menon said, "Whoa, Hema, you did a good job." I was so happy, but I was waiting for that compliment from Rahmanji himself. And I said, "Sir, how did I sing?" And he said, three words that summed up my entire life: God is great. That's all he said. That's all he said. And everything in my life, like how I hadn't met Rahmanji, I hadn't known I was going to go for a Grand Prix win in Germany. Anything I pursued maybe never happened, but things just came to me.
Came to you on a platter.
Everything has been gifted.
So lovely.
That's
Blessed.
why I think God complimented my non-ambitious self. That he knew, God knows, I'm doing it for my parents, then I'm doing it for my husband, but because my husband was so with me all the time, I didn't expect him to work. I didn't expect him to make a career on his own self unless he wanted to. And so I was always there, the sole earner, and didn't have children. So always just there, whether it's for my parents or him. And tried my best not to give my parents trouble in my struggle period, of course. But the final thing is that God just took over my life. Even till today. Now see this film that has come up. There are only like 8 films maybe or 7 films which have names of songs taken as film
their
names,
titles,
as
okay.
film titles.
Okay.
And today a film next month is being released with Varun Dhawan as the lead star.
Okay.
And my song, Ishq Chandi Hai, Ishq Sona Hai, the second line is Hai Jawani To Ishq Hona Hai. So the movie is called Hai Jawani To Ishq Hona Hai, and my song is there in the film. Yeah.
Beautiful.
So by default or non-default, God makes sure his girl is always there.
It's blessed always.
Yeah, when I left the industry, which is a thing that I don't know if you know why I left the industry.
No, I don't know this.
Oh, it's all over India right now.
Okay. Probably I chose
I
to
had
read-
just spoken, there's this wonderful person called Hemant Dalvi. I have never met him. He's from Pune, I believe. And he came up with a fantastic, post on my life on Insta. And there are so many singers he has talked about, guys. He's talked about so many singers. My post has gone to 2.1 million. That shows how much India loves me all over the world. So when there's a God, my Gurudev says, see God in everybody. So God is supporting. 2.1 million compared to everybody else is amazing.
Lovely.
So I wrote something there saying, because everybody's asking, क्यों छोड़ दिया industry? क्यों छोड़ दिया industry? क्यों? So मेरी पूरी कहानी, like I wrote it there, And Times of India picked it up. I didn't even know. But it went viral when Economic Times picked it up. And everybody's sending me all this, sending me Hemant Dalvi's post, sending me this thing. And it's all over. Everybody's, sending me. Please do read it.
I'll do that. I'll
The
do
Economic
that.
Times,
Yes, yes.
the Times of India brought it also first, I think. I'm very thankful to that God who who has made such beautiful human beings like Hemant Dalvi and the people, the journalists in Times of India or Economic Times who cared at this point in my life, where people think, is she in the scene or not? To make sure to say she was, is not, is, will be, always will be, whatever, it's all there clearly. God is taking care of everything. Hema is not doing nothing. I didn't even know that Times of India was going to write this or Economic Times
It's
was
like
going to
all
write
the
this.
jigsaw puzzle is in place.
Yes.
Everything's falling in
Yes.
place.
Yeah. My duty is only one thing. What I need to do is what's the problem my Goa is having? Who is the enemy of my Goa? Who's troubling my country? Why can't the people who came and separated us, you call them British, why can't we think what they broke and finished? Why can't we rebuild all that? How can I help? How can I be there for my army? How can I be the children of the world? Any issue regarding culture, especially Goa, language, problems of Goa, the voiceless, be it any animal in distress, in my humblest way, what I can, I've done and I will always do.
After every time you speak, I have to pause because it's so heavy. It has to go in.
Oh, thank you.
It has to seep inside. Okay. Now you just
Vachan
talked
hai,
about
vachan, you mean to say.
Yeah, vachan,
In Kokani mein say
yes.
vachan asare the ki devu leta pae.
So you just now a few minutes back you spoke about goosebumps. People say that they get goosebumps.
Yes.
Now I got goosebumps when I first witnessed your performance on stage.
Oh.
That time the world did not know you, Hemaji. They did not know you, but
You
we
can
people
call me
like
Hema.
us,
You don't have to say Hema ji. You can call me
we people like us, were your fans, and you sang a song, a Marathi song called Jiva Laga. Till today, when I hum it while cooking or whatever, your face comes in front. That girl with the, I don't know what was the instrument that we used to use on stage.
Harmonium
No,
and
no, no.
tabla.
No, you used to do that.
Tanpura.
Tanpura.
Yes.
So you were with that, and I can't forget that image. So if you are kind enough,
No, I'm just
please.
thinking this lady who's sitting in front of me, Anita,
Yes.
such a pretty smile, such a pretty face, so vivacious, and so intelligently putting her questions. And when she's cooking and she's singing this song, she's thinking of me. That is so cute.
So,
I'm
yeah,
really
this is the
touched
reason
and
why I wanted to connect to you
That's
and
very
tell
touching.
you that
That's
there
very,
are people who are
very
incognito.
endearingly touching.
Yeah, we are not even known by anybody on the periphery of the state as well. So, just to tell you that, don't forget there are people like us who are madly,
God, I'm
thinking
so
about.
glad
Yeah.
that we connected like this.
Could you please sing that Jiva Laga once again for old time's
I'll
sake? Because
try.
I really
I don't know
love
if I
that
remember,
song.
but. जीवा लगा राहिले रे दूर घर माझे पाऊल ठाकले माथ्यावरचे जड झाले ओझे जीव लगा राहिले रे दूर घर माझे. Thank you so much.
Beautiful.
So, but it is a song by late Asha ji. We just lost her And I think she sang so beautifully, but I always sang it my way. I never imitated anybody or tried to imitate anybody. I always did it how I would have sung it.
The magic in your voice, okay? What is your voice care routine? Do
What
you
is my
have
voice?
voice care routine? Well, how do you look
Oh,
after your voice?
ice creams. My voice care routine: ice creams and fruit salads.
Okay.
I love custard and everything cold, which is a strict no-no
Yes.
for singers.
And
But
this
there
is
was a
something.
time, I have to tell you,
Uh,
sweetheart,
yeah.
that there was a time when I was going to go on stage and I wanted to eat ice cream. And everyone was telling me, you can't eat ice cream and go on stage. Come on, you're going to spoil your voice. And my dad, the doctor, he said, eat whatever you want. Just be confident that your voice will be good. And like I said, God always takes over, so no stress there.
But this is
Yeah.
something you should know, behind your back. Karandikar sir used to tell us during our 4 to 5 batch, you people don't sing well. You must look at Hema, how she sings. And he used to tell us, don't have ice creams, don't have pickles, don't have this, don't have that. So many restrictions on us, but all the pampering was for you. For you in
Well,
your
he
batch.
never ever told me not to have that, but can you sing for me? Since you are a singer too.
Oh no, I've lost
Please.
it.
I want to hear you.
Oh.
Please, 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 please sing something. So
One of
important. I mean, come on, we were students of the same teacher.
Okay, one of your songs which I kind of
Whatever.
love and I love is Shushmita Sen's इश्क चांदी है इश्क सोना है इश्क चांदी है इश्क सोना है सोना सोना बाबा सोना सोना बाबा सोना 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 है जवानी तो इश्क होना है जवानी तो इश्क होना है बस.
Wonderful. Loved it.
I imagine
Lovely
singing in
voice.
front
Cute.
of the melody queen.
Yeah, and then you have to hear this story.
What are the perks of being famous?
It may sound very like, oh my God, she's trying to say she's such a good person. But honestly, I thank God I'm famous because I can do so much for the public. And my voice reaches.
And your voice is heard.
Recently, yes,
Your
my voice is heard. Because recently, even the Minister for Tourism, Honorable Minister for Tourism, Shri Rohan Kaunte Saab, he said on the stage very recently, when Hema says something, bade bado ki, you know what. So it's worth it, I guess. The fame has helped to help people. So the only reason I'm seriously happy about the fame is that I'm able to do so much more for society.
Makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense.
And I don't know why other singers and other actors can't do that.
do that.
There are some who are doing it, but very few.
Many have lovingly called you many beautiful names like magical, fire, simply the best. How do you see yourself? What do you call yourself?
Khuda ki beti.
How beautiful. Okay. How does Hema...
Wait, this is the fire, whatever, rapid fire round?
No, this is not the rapid
Still
fire.
not.
No, the rapid fire will be rapid. I'm
Okay.
coming to it. So no matter where you go in the world, the Goa in you always shines.
Absolutely. Wherever I go in the world, wherever I sing any show, my show ends with a Goan song. Always, always, always. And at the Goan song, I always say, even when I went to Germany, I said this, I come from a land of love, which I'm bringing that love for you. And Goans have the greatest, best voices. You go to a church, you'll hear the hymns when they're singing beautifully because they're almost all of them singers. You go to a temple, you hear a puja going on, and it's beautiful, everything is so, they are naturally imbibed. The soil is talent in Goa. So I always talk very proudly in every show of mine that I'm Goan and this is my song from Goa with love for you.
What is your message for the youth today?
Uh, Everybody says become successful. Successful is, in the eyes of almost 90% of the world, success is, as we can see, the world, what is going on today, is still money, power, and fame. Money in the world is showing the greed. Um, it's very, very sad because such people are. Why is there so much misery in the world if you have so much money? Why is there so much misery in the rich, in the famous, and the powerful? Why so much misery? You should have been so happy if that is happiness. So, according to my Pujya Gurudev Sri Sri, who's looking out for a one world, one family, beyond borders, smile on everybody's face, he says, in any circumstance, up, down, sad, happy, you have a smile always on your face, and you are above that pain. You're above what's going on. You look at the world as you're watching a film and you're just watching, you're not really in it. And so you're not feeling that pain that deeply because then you're attaching yourself to that world. So to be non attached from that pain, that is happiness. And at that, I want every youngest person to know that in any circumstance, if you can smile and smile genuinely from your heart and soul, that is success, the ultimate divine blessed success. There are many people who say, Hema, you achieved so much as you have read out my love. Beautiful, Anita. You have read out everything, so much about me actually. Beyond everything, if you just say that मेरा सब बोलते हैं पीआर हेमा का बहुत ज़ीरो है पीआर ज़ीरो है मैडम किसी को मालूम ही नहीं कितना आपने you've done more than most singers of India, you have achieved international so much and we don't know about it, it's not fair and whatever people say. I know one thing, that the divine is happy, that the divine is happy the way I'm leading my life. The divine has given me everything, so the accolades have to go to the divine, not me. And if they're coming to me, it's a duty to do more work for the people. So I only am a little worried about today's media, which is not doing so well because nobody's buying newspapers anymore. Hardly people buying magazines anymore. People are not giving advertisements the way they used to give to TV channels anymore. So it's difficult for them to survive. So when governments across the world take over, then the media has no choice. After being the purest media, they have no choice but to bend to the one who's taking care of them financially. This way also faithfulness, right? So that is a big worry. Because my voice for the voiceless, my voice for humans in trouble, my voice for the states of India, for our language, for our culture, for India was the media. And if the media is in trouble where they can't voice because they have to be faithful to the ones who are taking care of them, that is my biggest worry in life. So,
we are greatly indebted to your parents for bringing you to this world. So, could you tell us a little about your mom?
My mom is, I think I'm quite a reflection of her in some ways. If I quickly tell you a story, for instance, I was with my nephew in between, my dad and my mom and my husband was sitting in the front. My husband was driving. We were in Mumbai. We were near the Mahalakshmi temple and somebody just brought a scooter right in front of them and abused. Before I got out of the car, which I would do, obviously I was on the left side, so my husband or dad couldn't have got off. my mom was out.
Okay.
And she was tackling these guys. She just went, I was right there behind her, of course. And she was like, you are the ones who did the wrong thing and you are abusing. Did you see us sitting in the car? How can you even abuse? I mean, how do you easily do that? So those two guys got off, with our respect, they got off, seeing her age, they got off the bike. And suddenly, all of a sudden, cars came like in such a way that my mom was there and I'm somewhere else. And I can't see my mom because I don't know how all that happened. And the next thing I know when I see my mom is they have become friends.
What happened?
So what happened was she was talking to them and saying, "How could you?" and whatever. And she says, so I came in there and I'm like, "Mom, let me handle this." Mom is taking responsibility about everything. So I was like, she's like that, and let me handle. She's saying, "Yeah, apun bola, you know." Uh, so they're saying, "तो आप टेंशन ले रही हो, टेंशन काय को लेता रे, मेरी बेटी ने गाया, अपुन बोला." She's telling them. And then I told you, suddenly a swarm of people came, maybe because they heard I've sung Apun Bola. I got separated from my mom and for a minute, and when I see them, they've become the best of friends. It was so cute. And she was like, "You'll never abuse again. We promise you, we'll never ever abuse again in life." So that I've got that reflection. We take responsibility for everything. My mom was like that. My dad and mom, they're my everything. I am today because of their ambition. And I didn't see a reason for ambition with them not there. They were that important.
Siblings?
I have an elder sister. I talked to, already spoke about my elder sister, Sunila. Always pushed me in my career. Always, if I went to Mumbai to pursue my career, she was goading my parents a lot regarding that. So, thank you, God. Yeah.
Himaji, if you were to join politics at any point of time, would you? And if yes, then what would you do for a change?
Late Manohar Parrikar ji, one of the greatest RMs that this country ever had, and one of the greatest chief ministers Goa ever had, was asked this question: "Why don't you bring her into politics?" Because I did a lot of selfless work for him, never got anything, never asked for anything, and never was given anything. But I really look up at him as the greatest leader Goa ever had from my side. That is my outlook for him. And he said, "Don't bring her into politics. She walks straight."
What if you were to rule the country for a month?
If I were to rule the country for a month, the first thing I would do is make sure every single. See, when we get out of our house, the first thing we do is step on the road. I will make sure, see, in our house, it's our responsibility to look after our house, right? And the society's responsibility to look after your building or whatever. But when you go out, it's the government's responsibility. That first responsibility is the roads.
The roads.
So there won't be a single pothole. That's 100%. The work will start immediately, ASAP. Second of all, if there's any religion, people of any religion feeling insecure, upset, afraid, fearful, not feeling comfortable, I would make them feel 100% that you're completely safe in this land.
Beautiful.
And you're loved immensely, equally by me as I love everybody. I love you. Equally.
Hoping you'll rule us one day.
Yeah, there's so many more things I would, of course, do, like set things up for the children so they don't get misled in life. I would make sure that, all the corruption, I've already fought always against corruption. So I'd make sure that corruption is curbed big time. And I would sit with the experts to find out how we do that. Environment. In 1 month, I think I would have had many things in place where rules and regulations, where you can't, don't go to that level where you spoil the ecosystem so badly that humans will suffer.
How was your life after the first song got hit and successful?
Like Avara
I
Bhavre,
like
for
Avara
instance.
Bhavre.
See, I'd already seen success since childhood where everybody kind of recognized me because I won the first prize in Goa in most contests that I, joined or participated in most contests that I participated in. So then, winning the Grand Prix in Germany, I had so many people signing autographs. My parents told me only one thing: you will be, there is this tree with so much of fruit laden on it and whatever, but it's always bent
Bent,
and
yeah.
humble, so you will always be that. Fame, money, power, effect, no effect. Here no effect, soul no effect, nowhere effect. Same person, same Hema. I was with Avara Bhavri finally after all that struggle walking out of studios because of my integrity and my principles. I was on the front page of so many newspapers. Everybody was saying celebrity ban gayi yaar India mein. अरे celebrity तो Germany में भी बन गई थी वही लड़की हूँ. I'm still the same person now. Thankfully, लहानपणानं she's the same girl when I was small. Now thankfully, आजही I'm still the same girl. Nothing affects me. That's why I first to take responsibility if there's any issue which needs justice. Oh my God. Crazy from childhood till today. Injustice,
Injustice.
intolerable, completely intolerable. So I don't know how God is going to control that part of me, but it is a huge passion to make sure that there is no injustice anywhere. So Avara Bhavre, nor Badal Pe Pav Hai, nor Ishq Chandi Hai, Ishq Sona Hai, nor any of my other songs. I was just flowing through it, like my Gurudev says, you should be the water that flows over the rocks and is always going and going and going till you reach your destination. Nothing affects me.
Philosophical, very beautiful.
Yeah.
So let's go to the rapid fire round.
Yes.
Light-heartedly. And rapid fire round responses are very quick and probably in a word or two,
I'll try. I'll try.
or there could be choices also.
Yeah.
So, shit kodi or continental?
Shitkodi. Whoops.
Holiday destination, dazzling metropolitan or quiet rural
Any place in
areas?
Goa or maybe, Bangkok or Dubai.
Hema the singer or Hema the activist, which will be remembered for a long time?
I wish the activist.
Morning riyaz or midnight riyaz?
Riyaz all the time with my talking. Forget the singing.
Avara Bhavre or Power of Love?
Badal Pipa hai. Check the
Oh,
India,
this
which
is
is
not
an
in the
inspiration.
options.
Inspiration to all the girls. Yes.
A song which you wished you had sung, but which never came to you.
तुम्हें याद करते करते
Oh.
जाएगी रैन सारी. I love that song. Yeah.
Okay. Which of Asha ji's song is your favorite song?
जाइए आप कहाँ. Again, I sing it in my
Yes,
way.
yes.
जाएंगे ये नजर लौट के फिर आएगी.
Lovely.
Yeah.
WhatsApp texting or WhatsApp voice notes?
Voice notes.
I know
because
it.
I love it. At the end of it, you will say we love your voice, so it's worth it.
I know it by now.
Okay.
Duet partner with whom you should have sung, dead or alive?
Maybe Always Live and yeah, Arijit Singh. I love to sing with him. I'm a fan.
And the last one.
Yeah.
Complete the line. Life without music is.
Life without music is zero.
Good one. You're good at it. I don't have any hamper to give you, but yeah.
Where there's
and
no love, there's
I
zero.
think there has been a request, prior to your coming,
Yeah.
that you sing Badal Pe Pav Hai.
Yeah,
Before we
sure.
wind up and we go.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I want everybody to check out my song Power of Love, which is on YouTube,
Okay.
which wasn't promoted for various reasons, but it was been done by the music mogul of Hollywood, which you've already announced, Tony Mercedes, and recorded by the Shrek movies Grammy Award winner, Jared Lee Gosselin, in a studio where Michael Jackson himself recorded his songs in LA. And I'm the only singer in India who Hollywood invested in, therefore. Song is Power of Love, but I'm going to sing for you the song that there's no little older or oldest girl in India who doesn't know. And everybody's young, so I'm going to sing it for them with lot of love and lot of wishing, lot of inspiration, motivation, and happiness in your lives. सोचा कहाँ था ये जो हो गया, माना कहाँ था ये लो हो गया, चुटकी कोई काटो ना है हम तो होश में, कदमों को थामो ये है उड़ते जोश में, बादल पे पाँव है या छूटा काव है, अब तो भाई चल पड़ी मेरी फ्रेंड अनीता जेकब की नाव है.
Thank you for making a new version. Thank you so much.
I just like to encourage everybody who I'm working with at that point.
Thank you so much, Hemaji, for making this podcast possible. And this will remain as documentation for posterity. This will go out to the world and all your thoughts and all. There was once upon a time such a wonderful artist in Goa as well.
Thank you, my love. Thank you. I'm really touched.
Thank you
to stay
so much.
blessed.
Wishing you
Thank
the very best in your health, your wealth,
Thank
and
you.
abundant joy.
I'm so glad that we connected after all those years when you said you knew me as a little kid. And I'm so happy we're here together today. And you're so wonderful. And I
Thank
wish
you
your
so much.
podcast a
Thank you
really,
so much.
really great success.
Thank you so
And keep
much.
smiling the way you do and looking as beautiful, which you
Thank
you will always. Lots
Thank
of
you.
love from me and best of blessings from Hema.
Thank you. Thank you so much.